Well, thanks for joining us for another episode of Garden City Community Chat. We hope you're all safe and doing well. Hey, tonight we were supposed to have Lisa Hicks Clayton, former Dearborn Heights councilwoman, on the show tonight. She's also the newly elected city treasurer for Dearborn Heights, but she has a prior commitment that came up. So she wishes to reschedule, and we'll get her rescheduled, probably along with Jerry Thorne as well. As you know, last week he had technical difficulties, so we'll get somebody in here sometime. But we are happy to have with us tonight our co-host, guest co-host, Mr. Don Nicholson. How you doing, Don?
Doing well, Kerry. How you doing?
Awesome. You look very jolly.
I'm being festive around the Christmas tree.
Yeah, looks great. Looks really good.
So
first up, Doppler Tom's going to be here with the latest weather forecast for us.
and are we going to have a white Christmas?
Well, that's what we got to ask him. We'll find that out if this sticks around or not. We'll also see if there's, like I said, a chance for white Christmas. So grab your favorite beverage and join us for the next hour or so, live from Garden City, Michigan. Should be a good one. This is show number 509. It's Thursday, December 17th, 2020. This is going to be our last show for the year, Don. We'll be off next Thursday. And
wow, it's catching up quick.
Yeah. So we'll be back January 7th. So everybody make a note of that. I am your host, Kerry, and also joining me, our co-host, Dr. Tom Iwinski. Tom, how you doing?
Doing well. I think everybody's ready for this year to be over. So, yeah, let's just end it now.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, we're pleased to have our guest co-host with us tonight, the car cruise guru himself, Mr. Don Nicholson from Don Nicholson Enterprise. Thanks for being here tonight, Don.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, Kerry.
Absolutely.
We got the snow tires on and the sled is ready.
Hey, the beard's looking good too, filling in.
Yeah. Well, it won't be there for long.
Hey, Mike is still home hunkering down and staying safe, but we're thinking of him, and hopefully we're going to get him to figure out this virtual remote show soon. So maybe I'll walk him through it one day while we're off. We want to thank all our listeners and followers of the show who tune in every Thursday night from not only our town of Garden City, but several surrounding communities as well. We want you to know your support is greatly appreciated, so please continue to watch, share, and listen. And remember, if your community has any events or cancellations that you'd like to get out to our listeners, be sure to email the details to us at gccommunitychat@gmail.com, or you can contact us through our website at gccommunitychat.com, and we'll be more than happy to announce that information for you. Okay, we have a lot to get to tonight, and remember, if you have any questions or comments or concerns for our guest, be sure to type them in the comments section if you're watching us live on Facebook, or you can text your questions and comments to 734-788-9319, and we'll do our best to get them answered for you. All right, let's get Tom in here now, Don, for a check of the weather. We'll find out if we might have a white Christmas. And we'll spend some time chatting with one another.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Okay, let's do a check on weather with Doppler Tom. Let's see what he has in store for the rest of this week and the weekend coming up. Tom, take it away. Well, Tom, the big question people want to know, is this white stuff going to stick around for Christmas?
Yeah, we'll get into that. But first of all, we got to talk about what we've been through and obviously what we're going to be doing, and then Christmas. So, yeah, the last few days we can kind of, if you will, we've been in a snow globe. We've been in a kind of a snowy pattern the last few days, and it's definitely been accumulating. It took its time to really get going yesterday morning, and then once it got going, it continuously snowed relatively steady lightly throughout the day and continued kind of into today as well. And overall, we got about 1 to 2 inches during this event, and it's starting to wind down. We're still seeing some light snow continuing out there, but then we'll start winding down over the next few hours as kind of the winds kind of shift a little bit, because believe it or not, this is lake effect snow.
Oh, wow.
Moving into our region. And once the winds really start shifting, that will start breaking up and we'll start winding down the snow. And it's definitely been on the colder side too the last few days, but temperatures obviously good enough for snow, so
Right.
in the 30s. And as we get into tomorrow, temperatures will get above freezing. We'll probably be into the upper 30s, so we're definitely going to see a little bit of a breakup in the clouds tomorrow as well. But overall, it's going to be more clouds than sun out there. But we'll see a little bit of peaks in sun. And as we get into the weekend, Saturday looks like a cloudier day again. Temperatures over the weekend will be very similar to tomorrow. We'll get above freezing each day. Temperatures will be in the upper 30s for highs each of those days. And I don't really expect much precip over the weekend. There has been chatter about a storm moving through our region, but I'm not thinking that's too promising, because there's a lot of stuff obviously negatively affecting us to get more snow accumulations. Obviously,
Right.
Like I said, temperatures will be above freezing during the daytime hours. We could see a little bit of accumulation on Saturday night, but again, I'm not really expecting a whole lot of precip with this, expecting this to kind of be a more of a minor event. And as we get into next week, all of this snow out here and all of this precip is going to start winding down, and I don't really expect much going on next week. Temperatures next week are going to stay on the cooler side, though. They'll probably be into the 30s, and then we're going to get into the 40s. So that starts to get into the question of whether all this snow out right now is going to stick around. And I'm still going to stick with my answer from last week. And I don't think that we're going to see a white Christmas. And you're probably looking outside and you're like, what the hell is this guy talking about? He don't know what the hell he's talking about.
I wasn't expecting what we have today.
Yeah, exactly.
But unfortunately, the temperatures are definitely going to increase more as we get into next week, because on Christmas Eve, we'll probably see temperatures in the low 40s. And obviously,
Oh, wow.
that will not keep the snow around.
No.
And I don't expect any more significant snow to really bring it into more of a white Christmas territory. So I still don't believe that we will see a white Christmas, because like I said, as we get into Monday, temperatures will get into the low 40s, and those low 40s will continue into Tuesday and then into Wednesday as well. And so we'll have to wait and see. Christmas is on Friday, and there could be a little bit of snow on Thursday. So we're going to have to keep our fingers crossed, because that's the only thing that is looking in our favor right now.
Wow.
Is a system on Thursday, and it could bring some light snow as we get into Thursday. And temperatures will be conducive after this midweek warm up, because all this snow that we see now is not going to be here as we get into midweek. But as we get into Thursday, there's going to be some on and off snow moving through the region, with temperatures back into the upper 20s. And then Christmas is going to be dry. The temperatures will be in the 20s. So as of right now, it's iffy. But right now, I'm not really looking too confident right now. But we'll keep you updated on the website as we get much closer. And then as we round out the end of the year, after Christmas, it doesn't look like there's going to be much systems to really talk about with more precip moving through. So it's kind of more of a drier pattern, with temperatures staying in the 30s for highs. So a little bit on the quieter side in the weather world, besides a little bit of snow here and there over the last few days. And what hasn't been busy is the Northeast. They have been dealing with crazy.
Oh, I know.
With a whole bunch of wind, a whole bunch of snow, and rain along the coastline as well. And some places into the Northeast, like New York and PA and what have you, are seeing feet of snow. I mean, I've seen some totals well over 40 inches of snow. So these people have been dealing with a much bigger deal than we have with our couple inches that we dealt
That's like Canada, Don.
And
I was just saying that this is just like home, and actually this is the area that got hit is where Gail and I would normally be driving to here in the next couple of days.
Wow.
So yeah, obviously no travel's going on right now.
No.
In that neck of the woods, because it's been a pretty stormy pattern, but that storm is moving out, and they're going to start quieting down and warming up as well. So just wanted to briefly mention that nor'easter, because that's been a big story across that neck of the woods. But other than that, the weather across the country has been relatively quiet. So if you're traveling, if you are traveling. The country isn't really seeing any more big storms to really foresee as we get into next week. So at least that's a plus in the book.
Wow.
But if you want to keep tuned to all my local weather information, just go to my website, dopplertomweather.com, and it will keep you updated on our snow as we get into the new year. There'll probably be a lot more snow as we get into the new year. But as of right now, just a little bit of snow. I just want to ease it in a little bit. I don't want to bring it all at once.
Yeah, just ease it in. Hey, can we check back with you a little bit later on some of the couple of the bigger weather stories for the year?
Oh yeah, we'll talk all about it.
All right, sounds good. All right, just a quick reminder, our show streams live every Thursday evening at 8 p.m. So we hope you'll set aside some time to join us and invite some of your friends as well to join in. Also, if you go to our Facebook page, be sure to follow us and like the page, and you'll be reminded whenever our show is streaming live. You can also get more information and contact us by visiting our website. Once again, that's gccommunitychat.com. All right, I got a question for you guys. When you are available to get the vaccine, will you be getting the vaccine?
I will be.
Tom?
I probably will, but as of right now, I'm obviously in a younger group, so I don't have the opportunity to get it. So I'll let you guys take it and see what happens.
Yeah, we're both going to get our shot too whenever it's available. So, like Don said,
we've already talked to our pharmacist, and we're on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, as soon as it's ready for our age group or whatever, then we're on the list to get a call.
Yeah, we're ready to go too with our doctors. So, yeah, I'm going to get it. There's no doubt about it. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I look at it this way, Kerry. I'm more afraid of the virus than I am of the vaccine.
Right. That's what I was just going to say. Are you more afraid of the virus or are you more afraid of the vaccine? I had to laugh what you posted on Facebook. People have been eating hot dogs and McNuggets for how long and wondering what's in it, or not thinking about what's in it, and then they worry about what's in the vaccine.
Yeah, there were two people that have taken the vaccine that had a reaction in Alaska.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah,
and one was treated with aspirin.
Yeah,
and the other one was also treated with aspirin, but was held overnight just for because there were some other complications that they weren't sure of.
Right.
So out of thousands, they had two people that had problems.
Yeah, that's not bad at all, for sure.
No, a lot of people have commented that their arm was sore. That's quite common with any needle.
Yeah, you get that with a flu shot,
Yep.
And so being 95 and 94% effective, that's pretty darn good odds.
Yeah, that's there's not too many things out there that are that high.
Right.
And I know a lot of people say, well, they did this too fast or whatever, but what they're forgetting is that they've been working on a vaccine for the COVID virus for years.
Yeah.
It was just this strain that is brand new.
Right.
So
and then you got to get two shots. You got to get your first one, then you get one, I think, almost 3 weeks later or something like that. So, and
I'm not a big fan. I don't like needles. So
no, I don't either.
For me to say that I'm going to jump in there and get it done is
that's something.
I want to get back to life normal.
Right.
This has been pretty devastating for a lot of people, and it's been pretty good. At least we've seen an awful lot of grant money going around to different businesses.
Yeah,
and that's been nice to see. The county's been doing a lot. The city's been doing the CARES grants, and I know I was just talking with Dave Lorenz with Pure Michigan yesterday, and they've got a big grants going out to tourism companies.
Oh wow!
They got hit very, very. I mean, with me with the cruises, we got hit really hard this year, and I can't imagine being a location that deals with nothing but tourism all year long.
Now, would you be eligible for any of that CARES Act money or no?
Yes, I have actually been given a grant. We got, we were able to get a small CARES grant and another one through the county that was it's been nothing near what we've lost,
Right.
but it's keeping our bills paid and keeping us in business.
Keeping you afloat. Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
It's
and
really
it's really all it's meant for is not, it's not meant to replace the money that we lost or anything like that. It's
Right.
really meant to keep businesses floating, and keep them, going where they're not giving anybody enough money to make a profit on.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
to keep going.
I see they're almost ready to pass $900 billion. I guess it's a stimulus.
Yeah. Yep. Well, there's
talking $600 for people to qualify instead of $1,200.
Well, there's another one that the county's giving out right now. There's it's really going to be like a raffle or a rotor or
like a lottery
kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so if you go to waynecounty.com/back to work, and if you were a restaurant worker or a bar worker, and you made under $76,000 last year in that field, you will be eligible for the lottery to win $500.
Oh, okay.
And I believe they're drawing that all out on Monday.
Oh, okay.
So,
every little bit helps, right?
That's right. I mean, those are the kind of things that they're trying to do, is just keep people floating, keep people going, and there's a lot of those kind of things out there. The Westland Chamber of Commerce has got PPE kits for any Westland business. You don't have to be a chamber member.
I saw that.
So there's, so if you need gloves or hand sanitizer or masks, they've got all of that.
Also, Garden City starting to give out their vaccinations. The National Guard's over there assisting in doing that. The staff and nurses over there now.
Are they over at Garden State Hospital?
Yes. Yes.
I'll have to get by and get some pictures for the paper.
Tom, your mom works there, and you said that she said they're going to be there for like 3 months.
Yeah, the National Guard's there administering the vaccine, and they're going to stay there for the first dose and into the second dose as well. So they're going to be administering both doses. So they're there for a couple months to oversee it all. And they started to vaccinate employees today.
Right. Well, that's good. That's interesting. I hope they all get it. So, Tom, did you want to mention any big weather events for the new year? This is our last show, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously the bigger stories of 2020 weather-wise was obviously the hurricane season was obviously something that will go down in record books for a very long time, because this hurricane season, we ran out of names. So we had to go to the Greek alphabet and use the Greek names. We also seen a record-breaking season with the amount of storms making landfall. So it's been a very busy season. I mean, we've seen the Gulf Coast see over probably 4 or 5 hurricanes make landfall, and some of them in the same locations. I mean, Lake Charles was a big city that got hit by a hurricane, and then they got hit nearby with another hurricane. So that's one of the cities that's still recovering to this day with the hurricane's recovery. So they're going to be recovering for a while. So that was one of the bigger stories. The other one was on the other side of the coast with the wildfires. I mean, that's been ongoing for quite some time.
That was unbelievable.
Still ongoing, and that was a record breaker season with wildfires across the West, with millions of acres scorched and burned out there. So that was the other big story. The other one as well with the Earth, if you will. This could be, the data isn't in yet, but this year could be obviously the warmest year on record for the planet of Earth. And so that's a significant problem as well. So there also a little bit of a climate impact as well with these extreme weather events, because this could be the warmest year on record. If it isn't the warmest, it's obviously the second warmest. So they just have to go through all the data to make that claim. But that's obviously a pretty big story that is out there as well. And kind of one single event that was a fairly big deal that doesn't really get a lot of attention, but it was still a fairly big weather event. Was the Iowa derecho. I mean, that thing happened in August, and basically what it is it was a complex of storms that moved across the state of Iowa, and it caused billions of dollars. I mean, it was up to like $10 billion in damages that it did across the state of Iowa, with obviously a lot of cornfields out there. So there was a lot of damage out there in that sector. So coming to mind, those are the four bigger events of the season. I mean, every year it's always a very similar story, with obviously a lot of busy hurricanes, a lot of busy wildfires, and obviously the globe warming up each year as well. And those are always big stories, and this year was no exception.
Hey, Tom, is now with the warming, with this being the warmest year on record for the Earth, is that going to raise our water levels in the oceans?
Raising them could potentially do that, because the Arctic is continuing to melt out there. So you could potentially see more sea rise increase as well. So that's definitely something to keep in mind, because the Arctic is still melting. That's and a record breaker with the amount of sea ice that's melting out there. And where's that water going to go? I mean, obviously it's a little different synoptic wise with how that works, but nevertheless, we'll still see relative little sea rise. I mean, it's obviously not going to change over a year, but over time, yes, you'll see the water risk get more higher along the coastlines.
Right.
I'd have to bring Gail in and to get more technical questions, but that was the best I could come up with.
That's a good one. Hey, I do want to mention a few people in there watching. Patty Fix. Hi, Patty. How are you? Jerry Thorne from Party Animal Travel. We're going to have to reschedule you, Jerry, to get your technical difficulties done, fixed. Douglas Carey's in there. Elaine Salter, Vice President of the GCBA, is in there. How you doing? Also, Kathy Ward. Hi, Kathy. How are you? You know, I want to pose a question to the people that are listening and watching. Will you be getting the vaccination once you're eligible for the vaccine? And if you'll just put your answer in the comment section, we would appreciate it. All three of us are going to, including Cheryl. She'll be getting it. Tom's young, so he'll be at the tail end probably of the vaccines. But
Gail's yes, as well as Eddie.
Yep, good. So yeah, if you're getting the vaccine, go ahead and put it in the comment section, and we'd like to see what your thoughts are. Matthew Corey's in there. He says yes, he will be getting it. Okay, very good. Appreciate that. So Don, you got your car cruises ready?
Well, we're a little bit behind, but we've got our schedule together. We've added one big show this year that's really I'm looking forward to it. But All American Cruise is going to be June 19th this year is the date.
Okay.
Cruisin' Hines is going to be August 29th, so it's really late in the year. So I'm hoping that that's going to give us the opportunity to get it in this year. And as you can hear, we got the new dog Cruiser.
I heard somebody's trying to talk to you there.
Yeah, he's a talker, all right. He'll come up here and carry on a conversation.
Yeah.
But we've added one more show this year for the first time, and it's called the Vintage Auto Festival.
That's a new show.
Brand new show. It's 1931 and older vehicles.
Okay.
It's going to be held at the Westside Historic Village.
Oh, wow.
And we've got we're trying to do is make it a festival type of event. Mm-hmm. And we're going to have auto historian speakers. Got a couple of authors coming in, and then of course some vintage vehicles. Looks like we're going to have at least one steam engine car, and so that's why we're trying to really show off the stuff we don't normally get to see around town unless you go to the old car festival or something like that at Greenfield Village.
Right, yeah.
And this way you'll be able to sit there and talk to the owners of the cars. One of our speakers is Bob Krepke, who is just retired from Ford Motor Company. He was the Ford corporate and family historian.
Oh, okay.
Bob has written a couple of books on Ford Motor Company and Henry Ford.
Now, what's the date? What's the date of
We
that?
have that one is July 17th.
July. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Boy,
it'll
your
be all day
calendar's
July. It's a
full.
Saturday. Yeah, we're going June, July, August. That's our three big events.
June, July, and August. Yep. Okay.
And there, for all those older kids out there that remember a guy by the name of Art Servey. Art's going to be there talking, and Art is a big auto historian, but most of the older kids watching tonight will know him better as Bozo the Clown.
Yes. Yes.
And,
Art. Yep.
Art is a good friend of mine, and Art is committed to coming, and he has a book out as well. But he's going to be one of my speakers, and then he has his book that the book title is "I Did What."
That's funny.
And if you watched, PBS just did a show on Robin Seymour just this past week, and Art was in that. Yeah. Well, Art was, I guess, I didn't know that Art was that involved behind the scenes.
Really? I did not know that.
It was Art who was the one that got Robin Seymour to do the Rock and Robin show.
Wow.
And he brought in a lot of the entertainment.
I see Johnny Ginger has popped up on Facebook. I saw a couple times.
Yes.
It'd be kind of cool to get him there, even if you could.
All of the people that we remember as kids are we're making a comeback in the I guess they thought this was the Roaring 20s.
Hey, so far we got a couple of yeses in there for the vaccine. Matthew Corey and Kathy Ward said they will definitely take the vaccine. So if anyone else wants to put their answer in the comment section, we'd appreciate it. And
yeah, like I said earlier, I'm more afraid of the virus than I am of the vaccine.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, me too.
But I don't know about you, but I've known 9 people that have lost their lives to the virus.
Yep.
Benny and the Jets has been fighting it for the last 2 weeks.
Benny Napoleon is still on a ventilator.
Benny is still on a ventilator. Yes, not doing well. I won't say he's not doing well. He's I guess his breathing is coming back.
Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah,
but he's still on a ventilator. That's not a good thing.
Yeah, we had a close friend of ours pass away, and it's tough. It's real, people. It is real. There's no.
It is, And my son-in-law is a nurse out in Seattle.
Okay.
And he's just he's in up to here.
Oh,
and
they're so tired.
Oh, just exhausted, and the poor guy, he lost his mother this year, not to COVID, but she passed away, and his dad is not doing well, and and then he's doing what he does for a living.
Yeah.
But, nobody got into nursing or doctors to do this kind of thing for a living, and to be working the hours that they're working.
Exactly. They're not in it to get rich, that's for sure.
That's he's definitely not getting rich.
Nope. And a lot of them are quarantined from their families. I mean, they don't even see their kids or anything. It's just it's terrible, just terrible.
We're very concerned because, of course, Gail's daughter and we're together. So
Kim she says she's going to definitely get the vaccine.
See, maybe we should do it all on GC Chat.
Yeah. Kathy Ward says that she lost her mom to COVID in April. That's right. So sorry to hear that, Kathy.
Yeah.
Mark Muka.
Gail's ex-husband had COVID, but we hear he did pull out.
Who is that?
Gail's ex-husband.
Oh, okay. And he's doing okay?
From what we hear, he's doing okay now.
And you guys are all doing good? Edward's doing good, everybody?
Yeah, we pretty much hunker in. We don't go out much other than I'm probably the one that gets out the most, and I'm only out to deliver the paper.
Yeah.
Most of our sales calls now are done on the phone or through emails.
Yeah.
We got
Speaking of the paper, Don, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about it? The December issue of Marketplace is out.
Yep. we always try and get out by the last 2 business days of the month of the week, or the last 2 business days of the month preceding the month. So
Right.
we were out the last 2 days of November with the December edition. Excuse me. We're working on the January edition right now of the marketplace.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of people get confused. We're not a newspaper. We're what we call a community publication.
Right.
In a lot of ways, we do the same as GC Chat does.
Yeah.
We try and inform people about what's going on in the community.
Exactly.
We give them a hard copy, a piece of paper that they can hold in their hands that shows what the events are that are coming up that are open to the public. And a lot of people don't realize that
I got a copy right here.
There you go.
Let me put this up.
That's the Garden City edition for this month. I meant to go grab one before but mine are out in the garage. And what we'll do it in there is all. What's that?
Always have the pig on there too, on the front. Willie the pig.
Oh yes, the pig's always on there. And we updated the pig once the pig got a new paint job.
Yeah.
So, but we always try and show off all the good stuff going on in town, all of the things, and then we fill in with pictures from last month, from the previous month, to show what you missed if you didn't get to those events.
Right.
And the majority of the community service ads are all for free, or some of them we trade out for advertising sponsorships and stuff like that. But the paper is paid for by the businesses that advertise in the paper. So we always want to give a shout out to any of the businesses that advertise and, ask people to support them because they're the ones paying for the paper.
And they're hurting. They're really hurting now too.
Everybody out there is hurting.
Yeah.
We talked about the grant for the waitresses, waiters, dishwashers, bartenders and that. There's another one that is Pure Michigan has out. I talked to them a little bit about that for the tourism, but there's also a grant that was just finished, but it looks like it may be coming back again that Wayne County is doing for any small businesses in the community. Nice. So that's something that really is very important to people to be a member of their GCBA. Or their local, if they're not in Garden City, to be a member of their Chamber of Commerce, because that's how you stay up to date on all of these grants that are available.
Exactly.
And no talking there, Cruiser. So here, come on up here and say hello.
Yeah, let's see him. There's Cruiser.
Look at
Cruiser. Hey,
Cruiser, look over here.
Hi, Cruiser.
Look at that.
Hi.
Hey, Cruiser.
Cruiser. Oh, he wants a cookie.
He wants a cookie. Yeah. He doesn't care about us. He just wants a cookie.
So he's settled in pretty well, huh?
Oh yes. Cruiser is as spoiled as they get.
Yep.
For people that don't know, we got Cruiser. We've only had him less than 3 months.
Okay. Yeah.
And he was a rescue from Kentucky.
Oh wow.
He was taken out of a hoarder's home in Kentucky. He's just past the 1 year mark. Yeah, we got him through. Yeah, we didn't go to Kentucky. We got him through a rescue in White Lake, Michigan.
Oh, okay.
And so he's done very well.
Good.
And he's we had some issues at the beginning, but he's gotten really. This is home now.
Yeah.
I barely have room in bed at night when we get into bed, but
he's spoiled.
But it was funny because when we first got him, he was marked as a medium-sized dog.
Oh,
okay. No talking to you. Yeah. So and Gail thought, oh, that's good. We'll get a medium-sized dog, and we've been learning. He can stand up, and his paws come up to here on me.
Yeah. So when he makes it to the bed, he's spoiled.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. He sits on the couch next to one of us, and he gets.
Tom,
you can't have the pen.
Tom, how's the light show going on over there? A lot of people lining up.
Oh, it's light at the Wayne County.
With the Santa moving through, but it's definitely been pretty active over here with all the snow and The snow always makes the lights look better.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Gives it that ambiance for sure.
Hmm.
Well, I'm sure the space station is getting a great view. Yes, it's
Although
great.
I haven't seen the Partons move over here yet. I'm still waiting on them to wander over.
I know. Well, hopefully, if it isn't bad weather tomorrow, I think we're going to go out and check it out. So,
But
or Saturday.
John, do you live close by the Light Fest?
Oh yeah, I've seen the line go all the way to the light.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know.
I
if I'm
heard
gonna-
it was all the way down Merriman Road out to 96.
yeah, I don't know if I'll be sitting in that.
Yeah, that
It,
line goes long.
well, they added they actually added a road in the park for a turnaround.
Right. I heard that.
So they actually they dug up actually it's one of the areas we use for cruising Hines that we call Henry's Field, and where we park all the Model Ts and Model A's,
Mhm.
and they're going to have that open, so it's all gravel. So that's where you make the U-turn by Nankin Mills.
Right. Mrs. Chat says, yeah, on the news tonight, we saw where Great Lakes Restaurant Suppliers are also sponsoring a GoFundMe page for restaurant employees and owners. You go to Great Lakes Restaurant Supply, and I guess you can apply for that, and you can get up to $20,000. They're hoping.
Yeah, there was another one earlier, but that one's run out, and it was like the union for the waitresses and waiters and
right.
restaurant staff.
Yeah.
But they opened it up so you didn't have to be part of the union to get support from them.
Mm-hmm. Kim Marquette, Tom says that they went by Dapper Tom's house and it looked great. So she was real happy.
I'm glad. I do it for you guys.
You did a good job, man.
Yeah, I always put a lot of effort in it, especially this year because there's not really much to do.
Right, exactly. And you had some time on your hands. Yeah, that's for sure. And I hear Barson sold out of all their Christmas trees.
Oh yeah, we
That's good to hear.
those probably, I would say 2-3 weeks ago. They sold early.
Wow, that's awesome. And how's Debbie doing?
Yeah, Debbie's she's taking it slow, and she's gonna have a long recovery. So yeah, she's at home hunkering down, and she'll start physical therapy soon.
Yeah, she had surgery on her shoulder. For those that don't know, so best wishes go out to Debbie Barson for sure. So, did we cover all the car cruises? I know you got that.
We got the 3 covered. I mean, there's not a whole lot to say about the All-American Cruise or the Heinz 5 Cruise. They're the same as every year.
Right.
And then the Vintage Auto Festival is the new one this year. We haven't picked a drive-in movie yet.
Okay.
We're still. I just got the prices in the other day, and I got to talk with my sponsors and see if we're going to do that again this year. But I hope we do.
Well, let's hope COVID is over and we can enjoy them for sure.
Well, we did the drive-in movie this year because we felt that it was safe enough with everybody sitting in their own vehicles.
Right. That was good. You moved it from West Lambeau, right?
We did, yeah. We moved it over to the STEP office over in Vinoy,
right
just south of Cherry Hill.
And that was a pretty good turnout.
That was a very good turnout. We had almost 100 cars.
Wow.
And a lot of people didn't realize that it was open to the community because it was in their parking lot. So we got to get the word out a little bit better this year.
Well, just anything you want us to get out for you, just send it our way, okay?
I will be happy to. We always share stuff back and forth.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Speaking of that, were the COVID numbers posted yet? Have you seen?
I haven't seen them. Right when we were talking earlier, I was going through the websites. The one set of numbers that I did get were actually. Let me see. Here we go. I got my notes here.
Okay.
So
Randy just posted them on.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, go ahead and check that out.
Okay. I got
he posted Wayne County's numbers.
Well, let's see.
I I don't know if he's got the state numbers. Oh yeah, state numbers too are up. I can do the state numbers if you want while you're looking for those. The
I
total
got I got the state numbers for yesterday.
okay, this is
Was 4,604.
okay, so we're a little lower than that. 4,024 today.
Yeah, we dropped down 40 numbers.
Yeah, and 190 the deaths.
190 deaths
125
So-
within the review.
and
then-
11,208 daily confirmed cases.
Yep. Total
So,
450,776.
Right. I haven't seen the numbers for Wayne County yet.
Yeah, Randy's got them up here. Let me see.
I mean, the ones that let's see here. Glenn hasn't put today's numbers up to show all the cities.
All right, Garden City has 10 today. That's up from 7 yesterday.
Okay.
No deaths, and we're up to 23 deaths total. That went up because they did like a review again. Westland, where you're at, 26 today confirmed,
Wow.
and 3 deaths. 3 deaths.
Well, the 26, that's down because we were up in the 40s and 50s.
And you're at 132 total deaths. So,
Yeah, that's too high.
yeah.
I mean, 1 is too high, but we've got
They
City
say
of Wayne is at 12.
they say the numbers are starting to taper off in the Midwest. So I don't know. We'll have to see how
Well,
that.
we're down because the day before I think we had about 600 cases
Yeah.
for the day.
You know,
So that's
Dearborn and Dearborn Heights are just ridiculous. I mean,
yeah.
Dearborn,
Oh yeah, they're usually the big numbers. That and Livonia.
yeah. Dearborn's got let's see, boy, they're so small. I can hardly.
Dearborn 63.
63 and 38 Dearborn Heights
Yes.
total cases. That's
25
crazy.
in Canton.
Wow.
Let's see. What's Livonia is usually a high one. Livonia's 31
Yeah, that's high too. Wow.
and Redford's 22.
Got to do better than that, people.
Yeah, so they are, Wayne County is coming down a little bit, but almost close to 200 in the last day.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Still got
Good
a
to see that number coming down.
Right.
And a lot of the snow is probably keeping people in.
Yeah, well, that's probably a good thing,
Yes, it is. That'll help keep people in, and hopefully we'll do that. Something else I wanted to mention too, and maybe we can do a double broadcast. But next Wednesday,
Yeah.
Santa Claus is going to be reading to the kids on the Marketplace Facebook page.
Oh, really?
Yes, from
Oh,
6
maybe we
o'clock
can look
on.
something out.
So Santa's going to be reading, and one of the books that Santa's picked up to read because Santa's a car guy as well, and that's why we're good friends. But there's a new book that's only been out for I think it's been out for about 4 years. It's called "The Night Henry Ford Met Santa Claus."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it's a fun book. I saw that and I thought Santa would have a good time with that one. The kids will get a kick out of it.
Now, what time are we talking next Wednesday?
6 p.m.
6 p.m. next Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're not doing anything, why don't we try and do a
Do a simulcast or a.
yeah, I can stream it over Facebook as well.
There we go.
And
Because we were just going to do it off the Marketplace Facebook page, but let's talk and we'll figure out some way of we can get a few more people to get to see it.
absolutely.
And, more kids get to see it, then that'll be great.
Yeah, and then we can promote it. I'll promote it on my page and my story. You can do the same.
The more the merrier.
Yep. Lieutenant
Yeah.
Steve Ray is in there watching. Hello, Steve, from the Garden City Fire Department. He says, "Hiya, gang."
Yeah. This is the time of year we always worry about our firefighters and police officers, but
Always.
this is a hard time for them. And I know that they do such great work with shop with the kids and
Yep.
all the different toy drives and things. So they give a lot more than people realize.
Oh, I know. Yeah, all our he goes, like the parade. Yeah, it was awesome. We were there. We saw it. Santa looked pretty healthy. He looked good. So I'm sure he's going to be hitting everybody's house come Christmas.
Yeah.
Would they say Santa's immune to COVID?
Yeah, I think
I
Santa
thought I
is
heard
immune. Yeah, you're right.
Well, I checked for the COVID numbers for the North Pole, and I couldn't find any. So it's all zeros.
Oh, wow. Zeroed out. There you go. Geez, we all need to move there, Don.
There you go. I think they might have something out there that we can't get in.
Yeah.
I'll have to share with you one of these times, maybe, and I might even do a Facebook Live. I had when I was a very young boy, a friend of our family that was, they called him Uncle Lee, but he wasn't really related. And he was a geologist.
Okay.
And he went to the North Pole every summer to do geology work for the Canadian.
Really?
I'm not sure what department he was in, but so he wrote a letter back to me as a young boy and explained all the things that he saw and did up there, and that he stumbled on an area on the North Pole that was Santa's village up there.
Oh, wow.
And, very, very nice detailed letter. Maybe one of these nights I'll get the letter out again and I'll read it on do a Facebook Live on that, and we can share it out.
Yeah.
But it's and it talked about how somebody had a couple of little black marks in his book, but if he promised to be a good boy from that day forward, that Santa would do his best to bring him some nice toys for Christmas.
Oh, cool.
So it's really very extremely well written. So I'll have to bring that up and do a Facebook Live.
Definitely do that. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, before Christmas for sure.
Yes.
So I wonder if you ran into any of elves.
Yeah, he saw the. I mean, in the story, it talks about the elves and Santa's village and everything in such vivid detail, and talked about the workshops and how they were making toys all year long, and
wow, that's awesome.
Just fantastic. And I would have to say that I was probably about 6 years old at the time I got this.
Okay.
So
well, you could just imagine what it looked like by reading.
It's still in my head.
Yeah, that's
great. Of course, I've always said I never grew up.
Yeah, exactly.
But so we got that. I'm sort of going through my notes here as we're talking to make sure that I don't forget anything. And they've got in addition to the COVID testing over at Garden City Hospital,
right?
Westland has opened one up over at the Friendship Center now.
Oh, okay.
And a Wayne County resident.
Is it a drive-through?
It's a drive-through, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they probably did this because with Garden City having the drive-through vaccine, they were probably getting a little bit backed up over there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There was 2.5, 3.5 hour waits over at Garden City Hospital.
Yeah. Well, they just opened this one up at the Friendship Center this week. And
you just have to be a Wayne County resident.
Correct. Yeah, you do not have to be a West End resident, just a Wayne County resident.
Oh, that's good to hear too.
I was talking to Mayor Wild earlier, and he told me that because I wanted to make sure that it was open to everybody, and he assured me that it's open to everybody.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. And Gail's doing well. She's
yep, she's in the other room wrapping Christmas presents because we got to get those shipped to Virginia.
How's the Westland Library doing? She's on the board.
She's on the board there. They're doing well. They had to close for a few days because one of the staff had COVID.
Okay.
So they did close up, and luckily that was the only person that had it. And they're I think they're back open, or they're just getting ready to open back up. Now, the library is not open fully. Most of their stuff is online. You can check out books, but you walk up to the when you walk inside the lobby, they have an area there to serve you, and so you have to call and order your books ahead of time.
Right, that's how ours is doing it, I think.
Yeah, or do them online, or reserve them online.
Yeah. Lieutenant Steve Ray says, I got to believe Santa is a Corvette guy.
I don't know. I know a Santa that's a Model T guy. So,
oh yeah. Speaking of that, how's your car coming?
My car's coming very well, actually. The only thing left to do is wiring. I got the gas line in.
Wow.
The upholstery's done. The paint work is all done. I've got. I don't know if the car guys are out there listing Gibbs, who was a pinstriper from way back in the area. He's coming over to pinstripe it for me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it used to be Gibbs and Patrick, and I'm not sure what happened to Patrick, but Gibby's coming over, and
you remember Paul Hatton too, right? Paul Hatton was.
I knew Paul Hatton. Yeah, Paul's no longer with us.
No, yeah, he was really good, that guy.
But, yeah, he was very good. Dr. Rue's still with us. He's going back to he did my custom van back in 1975.
Oh, geez.
So he's still around.
So is the deadline for the marketplace for January, is that passed already then?
We can still get some stuff in. We're a little, we get advertisements in or information as long as we get them pretty quick.
Yeah, it's usually.
I'd say by the end of the weekend, Monday morning at the very latest.
Maybe by the 21st.
We don't know what the printer is going to be like this year. It's the holidays. How backed up they get, and we just do the layout and the writing of the everything, and doing the sales for the ads. So the printer's the one that without them we can't do anything.
Right, exactly. I got you. Yeah, and the holidays Friday, so next Friday.
Yes, yeah, next Friday's Christmas. So we usually around that's the only edition that we get out a little bit, either the day before New Year's or the day after New Year's.
Yeah.
Only because it's there's not a lot of stuff that goes on in January.
Yeah, and with COVID, there's a lot of stuff that's not going on in January.
Right now. I mean, now it's been really difficult. We've even been filling in with vintage pictures of the areas that we've been finding. Lothar Konetsko was a friend of mine. I used to develop his film and did some of his printing over at Master Photo back in the day. And Lothar, when Lothar was diagnosed with cancer, he gave me all of his negatives, and he was the news photographer in this area for back in the 50s.
Oh wow!
So I'm coming up with all these aerial photographs of Garden City that nobody has seen in 50 years.
Okay.
And pictures before Kmart was in.
Steve says, Don, we will have some new stuff for the marketplace next month. New stuff
for the
fire department to share.
But Steve, we can always use stuff. We like to run stuff in there for the fire department.
And you need to get over to Garden City Hospital, maybe get some pictures of the National Guard over there, huh?
Yes. Yeah. Now that I know that they're there, I will, and because Garden City Hospital is an advertiser with us, and they've been very helpful.
Oh, sure. And they're a GCPA member as well. So
yeah. So I was talking with them this week, and they've already committed to this year for 2021.
Awesome.
And I know they're chomping at the bit to open up they're opening up a second emergency room.
Yeah.
The first one in Westland.
Yeah. Over there on Warren.
Yep, right next to City Hall.
Yep.
So Westland will have their first emergency room. It won't be a full hospital, but they'll have a full emergency room at right in town for the first time ever.
Putting a lot of money in there for sure. Well,
they are.
They like giving back to the communities. That's for sure.
Yes, they do. And I know they sponsor just about everything in town, anything that's going on.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to a good year this year. Hopefully we'll see a lot of get to see Concert in the Park back.
Yeah.
Get to see Trunk or Treat back.
Yeah, we
Try and
hope.
get some good events going on back in Garden City. And I was talking to our friend over at Cartwright, and he wants to be on board with all of it this year.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Keith's a good guy, and I was talking with him, and he wants to be part of the community a little bit more than he has been.
Awesome. Yeah,
He's doing a lot better now.
that's great. That's great.
Now he's been in the hospital. I mean, the business is doing better, but Keith has been in the hospital a few times,
Oh, really?
and they're finally getting him back on his feet again. And I talked to him last week.
Not COVID, was it?
No, not COVID, not COVID related or anything, but he had some health issues and he wasn't doing very good.
Yeah.
So doing much better.
It's a great resource to have in town. Love the crew at Garden City Hospital.
Yeah, they are.
Garden City Hospital. We don't like anybody talking down about Garden City Hospital. They saved Cheryl's life, and they've helped me out a lot with health issues, and we're very fortunate to have them in our community.
Yep,
for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anything else you guys got, Tom?
I'm looking here, going through my notes. Tom, you got anything?
Don't really have too much. I could say that a positive of this year was that the space program kind of relaunched. I just wanted to briefly mention that.
Yes.
That's starting to come back around.
Very successful.
We sent people on American space shuttles back up into the to the International Space Station, and then that will kind of get us to the moon and potentially to Mars over the next few years. So,
right.
We'll see how that goes. A lot of people didn't really think of that much because obviously there was a lot going on this year, but that was just a positive thing that I thought
I'm glad you brought that up. That
was ongoing this year. But other than that, just keep tuned to the weather. Hopefully some of the weather gods will give us a good snow on that will stick around and we'll have a white Christmas, but we'll have to stay tuned for that.
Okay.
So we'll keep you updated.
Yeah, we don't want Santa to have to get the wheels out for the sleigh.
Steve Ray says he thinks they have a Partin wing over at the hospital. Hey, Mayor Walker's in there. How you doing, Garden City Mayor Walker?
Welcome, Mayor. A couple of things I wanted to bring up was one before, and I don't have the details here, and I know you mentioned Kim was in the room, so they're doing a give back. Isn't it a prize if you spend money in Garden City in the DDA area?
Oh yeah, they drew it today.
Oh, did they draw it today? Well, then I'm a day late and $1 short.
Jennifer Painter was picked today, just before we went on air. She got
Kim, get me some pictures so that I can post those in the paper next month.
Yeah, if anybody has pictures, yeah.
Yeah, and then because I didn't know what was going on today, or I'd have been there. Light Fest.
A Facebook Live video that they did it on.
It's there's a live video you might be able to take from. Yeah.
Okay.
They did it from the police station, I think.
Yeah, hopefully Kim will have a picture or two I can use too.
Mayor Walker says Garden City Hospital is going to be taking care of him Monday. He's having his knee surgery, knee replacement. So we wish you well on that.
Yeah. Well, good place to have it.
Yep, exactly. What do
Light Fest? Light Fest is 6 to 10 p.m. every night, Sunday through Wednesday.
Okay.
Until December 31st, but they will be closed on December 25th. So that all of their staff, all the staff that works the night of Light Fest is their park staff that's working in their regular job during the day.
Right.
And, a lot of people don't realize that's a lot of extra hours that they're giving back to parks that's not necessarily payroll related.
Yeah.
So they do a lot of hours in there, and it's a pretty good thing. It's a $5 donation for cars. Limousines can go through. So if you want to, call D&D Video up or D&D Video, D&D Limo up, maybe they can help you out.
Yeah.
They do a limo drive through there and mini buses and stuff like that. The West Side Chamber is doing something very similar to what the Garden City DDA did.
Oh, okay.
And theirs is this week. if you shop at a restaurant, a coffee shop, or bakery in Westland, it's got to be a Chamber of Commerce one.
Okay.
And so if you go to the Westland Chamber page, you'll see the list of all of the businesses that are chamber members.
Yeah.
Bring your receipts into the chamber office, and they will be having a drawing for quite a few gift cards.
Nice.
So another way to give back if you're out shopping. Since COVID started, Gail and I go to a different restaurant every Friday night.
That's not just for Westland residents, right?
No, it's anybody.
Open to anybody.
Open to anybody. If they want to drive in from Toledo and go to a Westland chamber restaurant, they can drive in and do that.
It'd be worth the trip, I think.
Yeah, there you go. And I was looking and I'm figuring that Lisa was going to be here.
Yeah.
They have the holiday food box distributions this Saturday at 9 a.m.
Okay.
December 19th. At Hosanna Tabor Lutheran Church Food Pantry,
right
at 9600 Laverne in Redford. So it's no contact, and they also have complimentary face masks, and
nice.
That was something that Lisa was promoting and trying to get out there.
Yes, exactly.
So. But other than that, that's all I was able to come up with in my notes this afternoon.
Well, that's good. You did a good job.
I'm not usually that good a reporter, and I asked Gail, and she said we really haven't got hardly anything for January.
Right.
That's going on, but January is usually a slow month, anyways.
If anybody has anything, get a hold of Don Nicholson. There's his email there on the page, and
or if you want to send it directly to Gail, just instead of Don put Gail, Gayle.
Gayle.
If you spell it wrong, if you put anything before the @ sign, it comes to me.
Oh, okay.
You can even write "Hey dummy" at donnicholson.net, and it comes to me.
There you go. Well, look, you did a great job. We're an hour and 3 minutes already. Wow.
Oh my! I won't sing like
no,
no,
like Mike.
No, I won't do any singing like Mike does. That would chase all the listeners away.
All right. Well, look, next Wednesday there's gonna be Santa reads to the kids at 6 p.m. and hopefully we can do something together on that.
Sounds good. I'd love to do it. I think that'd be great working together on that one.
All right. Let me do some business here. Has anybody considered being a guest on our show? Or maybe you know someone who might be interested. If so, it's very easy. You can contact us through our website at gccommunitychat.com. Send us your name, email address, and a brief message, and we'll get back to you within 24 hours. Or you can message us on Facebook. During this time, you can do the show remotely and safely from the comfort of your home or office, just like we did tonight.
With your Christmas tree behind you.
Absolutely. With your Christmas tree. If you want to show off your decorations, that's awesome. We appreciate it. Maybe you own a business or belong to an organization. You'd like to share the information with us and the surrounding communities. If so, contact us today, and we look forward to hearing from you. And Tom, anything else? You good?
I'm good. Have a happy holidays, and we'll see everybody next year.
Absolutely. You stay safe.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you and your family, and have a good time. All right. Best time Likewise, you can, anyway.
And I don't know. Denny Mays was out there. He said he was going to listen in, so I give him a shout out.
Oh, okay. Good. All right. And with that said, Don, I think we're ready to call this a podcast.
Podcast. I remembered that part.
Special thanks to my co-host, Doppler, Tom Iwinski. Good job as always, Tom. Thank you, sir. And
no problem.
Great job to our special guest co-host, Mr. Don Nicholson. Hope you enjoyed it.
Had a great time.
Awesome. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate it. And thanks to all of you for your support and tuning in every week. It's very much appreciated. Remember, this show will be available right after we sign off on facebook.com/GCChat. And then a little later on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/communitychatshow. Be sure to click on the red subscribe button on YouTube. We would really appreciate it. Check them out, especially if you tuned in late tonight. And as always, what we do at the end of the show, we like to thank all of our healthcare workers, first responders, police and fire, everyone on the front lines who serve and protect us every day. We can't thank you guys enough. Be safe, and we want you to know that your families and you are in our thoughts and prayers every day.
And don't forget the cashiers at the grocery store.
Exactly. The cashiers, yep. They're all frontline workers, essential workers.
Yep.
And when you see any of these heroes, please let them know how much you appreciate them, and they would appreciate that as well. All right, remember, the success of a community depends on the community, so please support your local businesses. And like we said, they need us now more than ever, that's for sure. Right, Don?
Absolutely.
Support them whenever you can. And if you see something,
Say something.
Look out for one another out there. For all your weather information, don't forget, head on over to doppertomsweather.com. He's got a great user-friendly website over there. Now, with Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve landing on Thursday, we will be off until January 7th. So we suggest that while we're off, you check out any of our past shows that you may have missed. It's a good time to get caught up. So we want to take this time to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a healthy and safe New Year. Let's all hope and pray for a much better 2021.
Yep.
So
It's got to be better.
Huh?
It's got to be better.
Oh, it's got to. God, it can't get any worse, can it? Oh,
I hope not.
I hope not. Hey, so until next time, thanks for listening. Stay safe, mask up, and have a great night. And Merry Christmas to you guys. Take care.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Thank you, Don.
Ho, ho, ho.